Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I am announcing my Middle Grade March TBR. There are 6 prompts and I do have one that I am going to fit in multiple prompts. So let's get into it. The first prompt is a book with sky or ocean on the cover. And I am going with Orion and the Starborn by K.B. Hoyle. So this book follows 12-year-old Orion Kim. He is a hidden boy who knows nothing of his birth. He also thinks he's human. Some believe him to be dangerous, destined to bring down an empire in the stars. So when an assassin attacks him on his sleepy Atlanta street, Orion has to flee across the galaxy to find out who he is and the meaning behind the new powers coursing through his veins. As he learns more about his powers and their connection to the star-like marks on his chest, Orion attracts curious attention from a watchful protector, the enigmatic royal family of his new home planet, and a host of shadowy undead creatures. What Orion wants most of all is to find his father and mother, who he's never known, but finding his parents could lead to the death of worlds. Orion and the Starborn. This is going to be a series. This is book 1, and it's called the Orion series. So I'm excited to try that. So look at that beautiful sky. Okay. The next category is to read a middle grade book that is sci-fi. So I am choosing A Rover's Story by Jasmine Warga, which is also the group read, and it was published last year. So I'm using it for 3 different things: the group read, sci-fi, and a book that was published last year. The One and Only Ivan Meets the Wild Robot. Okay, so right there, everybody loves both of those books. In this unique and deeply moving middle grade novel about the journey of a fictional Mars rover from the Newbery Honor-winning author of Other Words from Home, an affecting and hopeful story that explores themes of isolation, courage, perseverance, as well as friendship, loss, and self-confidence for middle grade readers. The character of resilience is inspired by NASA's real Perseverance Mars rover and its companion drone Ingenuity. Heavily informed by research on NASA's Mars rover program, this is an engaging and accessible entry point into space exploration. A terrific addition to STEM curricula with absorbing and accessible chapters. So I'm excited about A Rover's Story. I did a book tasting at work just a couple weeks ago, and I put this out in the sci-fi table, and I saw multiple students pick it up and start reading it for the first 5 minutes we did at each genre. And I think everybody that picked it up to read for the 5 minutes enjoyed it. At least that's what they put on their menu. So I'm excited to try A Rover's Story. And this, I believe, is going to be my first Jasmine Warga novel. Can you believe it? I don't think I've read anything by her. And I know everybody that has read a book from her has really enjoyed it. So I'm really excited. Okay, the next category is to read a middle grade book with a neurodiverse character. And I have 2 options for this one. I have Up for Air by Lori Morrison. This book follows Annabelle, and she's the fastest swimmer on her middle grade team. Whether it's freestyle or butterfly, she can swim circles around all the other kids. But outside the pool, she's struggling at her fancy private school. Even though she works really hard and gets extra time on tests, she still can only get mediocre grades, and she doesn't feel like she belongs until she's asked to swim with the high school team. Suddenly, she's got a new group of older friends and a boy who treats her like she's someone special. And Annabelle thinks she'll finally stand out in a good way. But can she really keep up with these high school kids? As this new team brings new challenges, Annabelle will have to find out who she can really rely on and what kind of person she is, both in and out of the pool. Okay, so in this book, Annabelle is struggling with a learning disability. So that is one option for a middle grade book with a neurodiverse character. The other option is A Kind of Spark by L. McNichol. So in this book, the character is autistic, and it says, "All I can think about are the witches. I walk through the juniper woods and pretend that I have magical powers. I cast spells on trees and on the water. My large headphones are playing music while I spin and skim through the trees. I wonder if any of the witches walked this path. My sister is walking behind me, laughing. I pretend to cast a spell upon her, and she collapses onto the muddy path. I scream in delight." So she feels that she is kind of similar to the Salem witches because they were put to death because they're different than everybody else, and she's different, so she feels like she's kind of like the Salem witches. So I'm really excited to try this book. I've heard a lot of great things about it. So 2 very great options for the neurodiverse category. And so the last prompt I have, because A Rover Story covered 3 prompts, is a book that won an award that's not a Newbery Award. So this book has won a Newbery Award, but it also won the Asian Pacific American Award, and it is When You Trap a Tiger by Tay Keller. When Lily and her family move in with her sick grandmother, a magical tiger straight out of her Halmoni's Korean folklore arrives, prompting Lily to unravel a secret family history. Long, long ago, Halmoni stole something from the tigers. Now they want it back. And when one of the tigers approaches Lily with a deal, return what her grandmother stole in exchange for Halmoni's health, Lily is tempted to agree. But deals with tigers are never what they seem. With the help of her sister and her new friend Ricky, Lily must find her voice and the courage to face a tiger. So this tackles overcoming obstacles, and there's part of a ancestral mythology kind of thing to it. So I'm really excited about this. I just love the cover. That's beautiful. So, When You Trap a Tiger. That, my friends, is my Middle Grade March TBR with the prompts of a book with sky or the sea on the cover, a sci-fi book, a neurodiverse book, a book that won an award that isn't the Newbery Award, and a book that was published last year, plus the group read. So I may be cheating a little bit, but I also have other books that I need to read for my Battle of the Books group, so I feel like I need to have a book count for multiple prompts. So I'm excited with my choices, and we'll see what happens. I hope I can manage to read all of these for the month of March. I challenge you to pick up one middle grade book, just one middle grade book for the month of March, and see if you enjoy middle grade books as much as I do. All right, guys, till we meet again in the next video. Bye.